In South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the New England Patriots. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Stop your running.
The first carry now for Jordan Howard. And some room to maneuver. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 74 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. James White's first carry, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Hey, box truck. All right, we got
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Brady's throw there complete. 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, 50 yards. And the Patriots move back within a couple of the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Good. 180.
Check back 21. I'm coming after you.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. Deron Harmon makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A give to Howard. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And Jeffrey's got it. A third down gain of 19.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down. On first, they go right back to Howard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows? Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Wentz going to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 8 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching the break.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep over the... And got his man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll run on 1st down. Powell forward. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Double dog, that's the way.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're...
He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Keep playing.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 26. The drive starts with a run by White. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Brady. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep for Edelman. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 37 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Brady has a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go with Howard to begin the drive. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike 51. I got one.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michelle. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
One set. Eyes up. One set.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Edelman, the intended receiver that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Patriots. Gostkowski the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
Check.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll run it with Sproles. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Here's Sproles. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Now it's Sproles. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
And now the 3rd. Down throw incomplete as well. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing now is Wentz. And this is incomplete. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Carolina Panthers. It's a rematch of the 2004 Super Bowl. The Pats and Panthers are underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Now he's forced out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Off play action. Newton. They'll roll him out right. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 77 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time now with James White. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Brady now to throw. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost the game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he lets go a laser pulled in by Edelman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. On 1st down, Brady. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. It's a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football. And guess what? I throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They fake the give. Newton. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. N'Keal Harry. 75 yards. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up, because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. 25 yards that time.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Devin McCourty picks it off. Thomas, the intended target.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On the ground, McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now it's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the second half with Michel on the ground, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short game.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to
From the 31, Brady to the right side, and he's got Edelman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Brady's throw there complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. 5 yards on the touchdown run. And the Patriots add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. That's Samuel, caught left side. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Michael. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Mike, set. Alabama. 380.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break. Rip.
Now Brady. Over the middle, Dorsett. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Great.
Back to throw, Newton. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gun.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Good job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jamie Collins. And that will force a turnover on downs.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Mario Addison in on the stop.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. On first down, Michel. Tackle made by K'Wan Short. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement.